Hello, dear listeners of Radio Safira. We present to you the most important news for today, Friday, May 19th.
Today we celebrate the name days of Augustine, Bernarda, Celestine, Iwona, Jan, Crispin, Nikolai, and Piotr. We wish them all the best.
We also have a few holidays to commemorate. Today is World Family Doctor Day, paying tribute to these incredibly important professionals who take care of our health and well-being. We also observe Good Deeds Day, initiated by the Ecological Arc Foundation, which promotes positive actions for our planet. Meanwhile, in Turkey, we celebrate Youth Day, dedicated to the young people who are the future of our society.
Historical kaleidoscope. In 1977, the era of the Orient Express on the Paris-Istanbul route came to an end. This luxurious train, a symbol of travel and elegance, completed its regular journey, leaving behind beautiful memories. In 2007, a monument to Agnieszka Osiecka, an outstanding Polish poet, was unveiled in Warsaw. Her work continues to touch the hearts of many people and remains incredibly important to our cultural heritage.
In the realm of cinematography, we remind you that on May 19, 1997, the American science fiction film, The Lost World: Jurassic Park, directed by Steven Spielberg, premiered. On the same date in 1999, the American film Star Wars Episode I, The Phantom Menace, directed by the science fiction master George Lucas, was released. Both films gained immense popularity and became iconic productions in the world of cinema.
Today would have been the birthday of the American Pentecostal minister and evangelist, David Wilkerson, who was born in 1931. David is also the author of many books, including the bestseller, The Cross and the Switchblade, in which he recounted his experiences working with youth gangs in New York City. His work and influence in the field of evangelism and charitable activities are still remembered and appreciated by churches of many denominations.
We also remind you of the birthday anniversary of the American religious poet, Helen Steiner Rice, who was born in 1900. Her poems, full of inspiration, faith, and hope, touch the hearts of many people around the world.
In current news, Edna Odon Ismail from Somalia, an 86-year-old Muslim woman, has been awarded the Templeton Prize for 2023. She is the first woman from Africa to receive this prestigious recognition. Her efforts in fighting against female genital mutilation and improving women's healthcare in East Africa have been acknowledged. Ismail established a hospital and university that have contributed to reducing maternal mortality in Somalia. The Templeton Prize, worth over $1 million, accompanies the recognition of her exceptional efforts in affirming the dignity of women and helping them in their physical and spiritual development.
The number of Christians in Japan is growing, while the number of Buddhists and Shintoists is declining, according to a report by the State Agency for Cultural Affairs for the year 2022. In 2021, the number of members of Christian churches increased by approximately 52,000 and currently stands at around 1.97 million. Christians make up less than 1.5% of Japan's population.
In Egypt, the policy of delayed legalization of church buildings continues. The Government Commission has granted approval for the legalization of 216 churches and church facilities. This means that a total of 2,815 places of worship operating without official permits have been approved since 2016. The conditions for legalization include the good technical condition of the properties, ensuring safety, and proving the right to land ownership. Egypt respects freedom of religion and worship. Christians constitute about 10 to 14% of the population, with the majority being members of the Coptic Church.
Alastair Dutton, the director of Scottish Caritas, has been elected as the Secretary-General of Caritas Internationalis. He brings extensive experience in humanitarian projects worldwide to his new role and will serve until 2027. Having been involved in numerous aid projects in various countries in the past, he will now be responsible for the actions of Caritas Internationalis. The new president, Archbishop Toshizo Kikuchi of Japan, has also been elected.
Fariz Bashi Gerges, the only Anglican priest in Iraq, is visiting the United States to share the story of his church and its ministry. His visit is co-sponsored by the Episcopal Church's Office of Global Partnerships and Stand with Iraqi Christians. The goal of the visit is to raise awareness about the role of the Iraqi Church. Gerges will be a guest at various meetings and events where he will speak about the challenges faced by Christians in Iraq. Meetings with Episcopal churches are also planned during the visit. He will also meet with government officials to discuss possibilities for supporting the Iraqi Christian community.
Kenyatta Coleman was informed about her unborn child's congenital vein of Galen malformation. Doctors at Brigham Women's Hospital in Boston performed a surgery that saved the baby's life in the womb. The newborn is doing fantastically well after the intrauterine operation. Kenyatta's mother said, "I heard her cry for the first time, and I can't even describe how I felt at that moment. My daughter has shown us from the very beginning that she is a fighter."
That's all for today's news bulletin. Stay with us to stay updated on the most important events. Wishing you a fantastic weekend. Radio Safira, the sound of faith and inspiration.